So the while loop is a super useful function. I personally like it, but can take some getting used to. It's for specifically indefinite loops where we don't necessarily know how long we're gonna that we want this to run. A for loop runs a definite number of times. While loops use it when you don't know how long it's going to be. A for loop can be 5, 10, however big a list is, however long the string is, half the string's length, whatever. It's a definite number. But the indefinite loop, it's until the user gets it right. So, like, over here, you'll see that we've got... Let's go ahead and write this while loop. So, while... let's go ahead and actually make a small game, actually, with this. So, import random, and so random is equal to, so let's go ahead and do secret number is equal to random.rand int, and this chooses a number inclusive. It's the only thing that works inclusively. So print, and let's go ahead and do the very basic game. Print. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 100. What do you think it is? Okay, and now let's go ahead and take a... Actually, and now let's throw that into an input state. Yeah, let's take this, and what we're going to do is that we're going to put this into an input statement. What do you think it is? S. So let's go ahead and say guess is equal to, and we'll take that, whatever they put in, assume it's a number, and throw it into guess. So let's try this. So, right, it's going to work like this. What do you think it is? I'm going to say 10. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do a while. Let's go ahead and do a while loop. So while loop is like an if statement that repeats again and again and again and again until it gets right. So let's go ahead and say, so while guess is not equal to the secret number. We'll go ahead and, what do you think it is? Well, actually, we'll go ahead and take this. So secret number is not something I'll know. But what do you think it is? But actually, why don't we go ahead and print it out for debugging purposes? Print secret number. What do you think it is? And then instead of here, in here, I'm going to say guess again. Print. Wow, you got it. Okay. What do you think it is? I'm going to say, so it's 44, but I'm going to say 30. Guess again. 29. 44. Wow, you got it. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and put in a /t over here so that the formatting is easier on the eye so that it doesn't look all jumbled together. So this while loop runs so long as I have not guessed the number. Okay, and once I guess the number, it stops. Once this condition is no longer true, which is the guess and the secret number don't match, we stop. So let's build this out and make it a much more robust program. Okay? Let's go ahead and build it, because it's not too hard to build up with that. So first off, with the guess, right? Let's go ahead and initialize guess to, let's go ahead and say we've got guess. We're taking in our guess. But we want to make sure that we guess between 1 and 100 first off. So let's create another while loop to make sure that, hey, that initial guess is while guess is less than 100. So while guess actually is greater than 100, or so actually I'm going to show you why we want to use a while loop here. So first, if guess is greater than 100 or guess is less than 1, right? So if we're out of bounds, print, we'll go ahead and actually use this guess statement again and say, and instead of saying what do you think it is, we're going to say, whoops, try a number from 1 to 100. Okay, so here, what do you think it is? I think it's -5, of course. Whoops, try a number from 1 to 100. And so now I enter 34, and it says, guess again. Guess again, and I say 92. Wow, you got it. But here's the reason we want a while loop there, because there's nothing stopping me from a real big idiot and saying, I'm going to put in 999, 999, right, from doing both of that. So let's go ahead and 7 to stop it. Okay, and all we have to do to make a if statement repeat again and again is change it into a while loop. That simple. That's why I like while loops are pretty easy to use. Now this has to be outside of the while loop just simply so we can run it the first time, but we can copy this and put it in and put this while loop inside a while loop. So while the guess is bad, so let's go ahead and actually, let's go ahead and just move that into the while loop. So if the guess is not the secret number, if the guess is out of bounds, tell them to keep putting it in again. Except, so you can see the logic that we got a bit of a logic issue here, right? What if they put in the right number? Should I immediately tell them to guess again? Probably not. So I'm going to have to wait until they actually put in their guess. So I'm going to wait till they actually put in their guess, and while the guess is bad, I'm going to redo it. Okay, so that's why I'll need one outside the loop, just in case I want to catch them there. Now, of course, this is rather so let's go ahead and see how this works in practice. So 70, so long as I keep within bounds, that's fine. But now -1, and I've still not guessed another number yet until I've hit guess again, which is really cool. So while loops and while loops, by the way, are much easier to read than for loops inside for loops. Right? Because they make a lot more logical sense. It's not trying to unpack it. It's all about, did the user do this yet? It's kind of a flow chart. It's essentially, again, just a flow chart. Just like the if statements are. Now, let's go ahead and now make this a bit more of a game, because honestly, trying to guess a number from 1 to 100 without that information, it's kind of annoying. The information is not good. So, the best strategy I have is to go up from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until I get the right answer. So we're going to go ahead and let the computer make it more fun for us by giving us more information. So let's go ahead and say, so let's put some if statements in. If our guess is less than the secret number. So we already know that it's not equal to the secret number if we're inside this loop. So if it's less than the secret number, we'll print out, I'm thinking of a lower number. And then I could do, Now, here's where the other thing comes in. I could do an if statement over here saying, hey, if guess is greater than secret number, I'm thinking of a higher number. And that's logically correct. Now, what about equals? Don't need the equals because, again, this only fires if we're not equal. So we wouldn't be in here if we equaled. So guess is... But there's also no need to write this out because if it's not lower and it's not equal, there's only one logical possibility, which is higher. So we can just simply write an else here instead. Lower or higher. So what we could do then is we can then say, I'm thinking of a lower number. And now guess again. So yeah, now I can do this. I could make... Now this would take up 2 lines though, so what I'm going to... Right, it would print out this and then it would print out our input. So now I'm going to do guess is equal to... Yeah. You know what? I'm going to copy this whole thing and rewrite this whole thing. Okay. So if it's lower, we're going to do one thing. If it's higher, we're going to do another. My number is smaller. Guess again. My number is bigger. Guess again. So now we can do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And now we can actually play... No, let's go ahead and, get rid of line 4 so we can actually play a full game now. It's not a very interesting game, but it is a game. So let's go ahead and, one strategy would be going 1, my number is smaller, 2, 3, 4, 5, uh-oh. My number is bigger than 40? Ooh, what did I do? Reversed the logic. So you probably were, so those of you who thought that were very confused. But remember, I'm not infallible. I'm prone to making plenty of mistakes. So if my guess is bigger than the secret number. My guess is bigger, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we know it's bigger than that. What about 10, 20, right? But honestly, that's not the best way to do it. 50, 75, okay, 87, okay, 99. Wow, chose the biggest number, right? We can use a strategy here. Dare I say an algorithm to figure it out. 75, 87. So now we know it's somewhere halfway, but so I'm going to try a halfway number. Number's bigger, so let's go ahead and do 70. Why not? 73, 74, 75. Oh yeah, I did some bad math in my head. 80, 85, 83, 81. So we've got a game here. We've got a game. But let's go ahead and do one more loop to show this off. And then I'm just trying to demonstrate that nested while loops aren't really that difficult to deal with. And they're easy to build up. So let's go with, again, done is equal to false. Okay? While not done. I use this paradigm a lot. So while not done, I just indented this entire thing, and so so all this code is going to keep running again and again and again. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to add another print statement, another input statement. Input, play play again. Assuming I can spell again. Play again. /T. And then answer is equal to input. And then if input is equal to, let's go ahead and say if answer is equal to no, or answer equal to no, or answer equal to, and you got to do it like this. You can't go answer is equal to no, or equal n, or equal. You can't. You just can't. So let's go ahead and also, rather than doing more conditions, I'll just simply say answer is equal to answer dot lower, which will lowercase it, so I don't have to check for uppercase. And if they tell me no, then we're going to just simply say done is equal to true, which would knock out this loop and would set this up. So now let's see how that works in practice. So 50, 25, 13, 5. Okay, pretty good. Play again. So I entered something that was not no or n. So what do you think it is? 50. Misread bigger. My bad. Oh, hey, 40. I got it. So, play again. No. And there we go. It terminates. So there you go. Complete game. All right. That's really it for while loops. Be sure to read them up. There's a lot of different ways you can do to use them. And we'll be using them a lot to do user input.